welcome everyone, and thank you for coming. My name is Christine Vaccarino, and I am a huge fan of Helen Lundström Erwin and her new book, The Lure of Water and Wood. And so thank you, Helen, for being our amazing author and guest today. What did it feel like to write Näcken as a character who kills, who is actually a murderer?
It was very challenging because here we go again. I'm very attached to him, and he is very sensitive. He's a musician. He's very creative. He's very loving, and that's my interpretation of him. But he does kill. So I did sometimes have to remind myself when I wrote the stories about him and what happened in the story that Helen, he is not a nice man. He kills people. And there was one point specifically when I thought, can I really make him do this? And I had to tell myself, yes, you can, because he's Näcken. This is who he is. He kills.
Yeah, you had to dig really deep for that, and I think that Näcken himself is, complex, but also the guilt, as you mentioned, that he feels because of this power that he has that he can't control. He's aware, he knows he has choices, and then he still goes to the dark side, even though he really is a good person. He knows he is, and you see it in your characterization, but then he slips away. And that really is something we can all relate to, especially just thinking about modern life. You've talked about your biggest writer's challenge with Näcken, but what was your biggest challenge with Rå? And what did you discover about your foremothers that you may not have known before when researching both your characters and Swedish history and culture?
Their sexuality was a little challenging because not that I'm not confident in my own, but it was new to me to write about a woman who is so forthcoming, or a creature, I should say, who's so forthcoming and not shy about it. So that stretched my muscles a little bit. But it was very interesting to do that because it also felt empowering in a way. Because my other work, I've written about women who where sex was an issue for women, and so it was interesting to explore that. And I think what she taught me also is that women come from very strong stock. We have foremothers behind us, and we go far back in time. Women were really, really strong, and they worked with nature. They took care of their families, and in the Norse times where Rå grew up, women had a very strong role.